And how do you feel about Japan? Does that still have legs? The BOJ doesn't seem to be in any rush to normalize. Household spending still looks as though it's under pressure. We're waiting for the wage increases to feed through to the SMEs. There's still a lot of work to be done. It's not all hunky-dory in the Japanese economy, but in terms of the investment thesis, is it still holding up?
Yeah, we have a neutral view. Yeah, so we're not necessarily negative, but we're also not extremely positive either. And here's why. Right? So one big driver tends to be the yen, right? Because you have an index that has about 50% of the market cap in exporters, so of course plays a big role. Right? And of course, the weaker it gets, right? You see what you saw last year, also this year, right? So you have a phenomenal return in yen. But once you translate it into US dollars, it doesn't stand out anymore, right? So we actually think, maybe it takes 9 months or so, where eventually the BOJ does move, or more importantly, the Fed moves, right? So your yield differential narrows eventually. That means normally that the yen should at some stage find its feet, right? And when that happens, when the yen goes stronger, then half of the index, which is the exporter, not doing that well anymore, right? Some other banks and stuff is positive, but yeah, leaves us with a neutral impression.
Yeah, and I mean, Japanese banks and financials, right, insurers as well, are going to be loving it when rates rise. They're finally going to have a chance to make money for first time in more than a decade. But it's not just Japanese big banks you like Indonesian banks as well. Why?
Yeah, I should come back. It looks like the rate hike that happened was we're not quite sure if it should have even happened. We think the coast is clear for it to turn around. Also, we think the market is actually exaggerating a little bit. Whether it's on a profit, or interest margins, right? Whether it's the asset quality situations growing fairly rapidly. So yeah, we think probably. Yeah, there's some sort of bounce back potential again in Indonesia to some extent. Yeah.
Oh, okay.